What's good, beautiful people? This is Yarden for Pulp Mag. God bless. Peace.
So we're here with Yarden on Pulp Mag. So you're a Nigerian artist.
If I ever leave you, make I cry. But you know the reason me and I don't sabi why. I dey wait for your gate.
To start off, can you tell us like more about your world, your sound, your art direction, your inspiration? We want to know like who is Yarden?
Yarden is basically an artist, a creative, just someone just trying to, put music out to the world and basically put Nigeria on the map, when it comes to music, not just Afrobeats in particular, because it's music and the stories that I tell. So Yarden is just an artist, that's doing music, everything creative and just making music, honestly. I don't want to really box myself to say, oh, this is somebody from a region or something, but all those things are things that at the end of the day, they will still be shown in my music. So the music speaks for itself. Yarden is the artist that, makes music that speaks for itself. And just, what I'm just bringing to the world is, to the music space is authenticity and just me all around. So that's who Yarden is, just an artist, just a creative that makes music.
That's true for me. Like you're not like a Afrobeat artist because when I see your music, you blend Afrobeats, R&Bs, some Caribbean influence, and the way you do it is feel like unique. So how can you describe like your sound personally? How you describe it?
Yeah, my sound is very, very, it feels like nostalgia. That's how I would describe my sound because I'm influenced by a lot of, 70s, 80s, 90s records, very, very, very old school. So I try to bring that into, try to make it something that my age grade, let's say like the Gen Z, they can relate to. And something that also, let's say, the parents of the Gen Z can say, I've heard that somewhere, or I feel a certain emotion from the music. And that's basically, I'm just that bridge between the old and the new. So I'm that bridge. That's how my music sounds like. And it's a feel good type of music, very spiritual, very groovy, saying you hear it and it's not attacking you. It's just like cream, it just makes everything better, makes everything fluid, it makes everything sound, just sweet. It's just, pleasant to the ear. That's my sound.
I really agree with what you're saying because when I listen to your sound, it's very like smooth, very like like touch your heart, and I really like it. And like one of your songs, "Waiting," is went viral on like social media, TikTok, Instagram. And how did you experience that moment of success? And was it difficult to keep the momentum going afterward?
I would say I honestly didn't expect Waiting to go crazy like that because everything about it, I didn't want to put it out as music. It was just like a freestyle. Like I like this beat on TikTok. I saw it on TikTok. I DM'd the producer at the point, and he was like, and he didn't reply me. So I was like, oh, I just love this record, and let me just do it and put it out. I was just making content for it, just normal, just trying to just put music out there. I just love it. Let me just put it out there, and it was going crazy on TikTok, for a while. Then it was sometimes it just come up, go down, come up, go down, go crazy high, and it was that record that really opened doors for me in sense of like, oh, they started to see, oh, who Yarden is, because that was my first Afrobeat song, that I ever put out, because I was doing trap before, or mostly like almost like pop records, before, like, oh, that was what I was recording at the time. But Waiting was just that record that it really opened my eyes to show me, oh, okay, this can work. Or this is what I'm trying to do, what I've been cooking, this can work. And it's mostly like a blend of exactly what I'm saying, the nostalgic effect, and I didn't expect it to be like that. And the challenges I would say I faced is um basically when it came to like clearing the record, like with the producer and everything, because I released it and I just had some issues after. So like that was one of the very, very challenging times for me as an artist, because this is like my breakout single. I don't want anything to, stop it from breaking out. So we just had to, that's what now got me into the business of music. So it was a crazy journey, but I'm grateful because things like that happen. So you can strengthen your mental, it can strengthen your psychology, and just strengthen you as an artist, so that next time you'll be able to do things better. So, but I'm very, very grateful, the kind of audience that he exposed me to, the kind of people that he exposed me to, the people I get to work with, and again, it's something that really, blessed me financially too. So is the record has more pros than cons, to be honest. But at the end of the day, is also, I think one of the craziest thing is people wanting you to box yourself to that particular sound, and waiting is just one experiment gone right. You understand? I always love to experiment. I love to try things. Because waiting um was a inspiration from Celine Dion. Is it New Day or New Dawn? It was an inspiration from there, and Oxlade Closer. Shout out to Oxlade. I was just experimenting stuff, and it worked. And so I'll always keep experimenting. One time it works, one time it doesn't work, and waiting just worked crazy, and God blessed it. And I just thank God, honestly.
Yeah, for me, it's just lesson. You just like you keep going and you have lesson and you learn from that. And as you're saying, like you're experimenting your music and every kind of sound. Do you feel like you find your sound now?
Yeah. I have, found my sound, and I know what works for me. I know the kind of audience I have. So I'm very, very very, very confident in anything I put out, and I know when I'm putting out good music, I know I will have my audience that will stream, that will listen to it, and the what I try to to add to it is, whatever thing I'm feeling like, or whatever emotion I'm feeling like, or whatever sound I'm listening to at the moment, I try to infuse it, but I still keep that originality, I still keep that Yarden essence to the music, so even if I'm doing reggae today, I still put that Yarden essence. This is Yarden singing. So that's one thing I really strive for. So I know, the type of sound I put out, and I know, it can only be imitated, it can be recreated. So that's one thing I'm very, very confident of.
What we can expect from you this year, like a project, a new music video. What we can expect from you this year?
I'm gonna drop a single, so I'm already teasing it. Yeah, Joanna, that's a single, and it's gonna be part of a six track. It might be six, it might be seven, but let's just say six for six track mixtape, and I'm putting some old records on there. I'm putting three new records. Yeah, so that's what I'm putting out this year, and hopefully more and more collaborations. I've recorded songs, big DJs, big artists, some of my friends too that I believe in so much. So I just know that, there's gonna be lots of music, lots of there's gonna be lots of range, because I want to, put my hand into a lot of things, and hopefully more and more collaborations. I've recorded songs, big DJs, big artists, some of my friends too that I believe in so much. So I just know that, there's gonna be lots of music, lots of there's gonna be lots of range, because I want to, put my hand into a lot of things. I don't really want to box myself. I want to do a lot of things, honestly, and promote myself as an artist, as a personality, as a brand, as a musician, and that's it. I'm gonna be in a lot of scenes, basically.
Okay, so we have a mixtape from you this year. So we're glad to hear that. Do you listen like to Caribbean artists?
The way I listen to music, I take music like a library. I'm very non-particular about the artist, but the song. You understand? So I've been listening to a lot of, I don't know, is it they call it Zouk? Yeah, I listened to a lot of Zouk music recently. I've listening to a lot of compa. Listening to a lot of for some reason I've listened to this song recently. What's her name? I think Den and Patal or something like Padal. I listened to that. I don't even understand what she's saying, but like that's how I listen to music. Just just for the music. Yeah. So I listen to a lot of like vast, type of music.
Yeah, because
And I can actually put me on.
okay, I will put you on because I feel like in your music like you have like some Zouk influence, and so yeah, I will put you on, no problem. But thank you for this conversation, and we're happy to have you on Pop Mag.
Peace, 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 peace. I'm happy to have this. It was very nice. It was very straight to the point. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.